So along those lines, as women, our hair oftentimes says a lot about our identity. It can be a vain way of us going around. It could also be spiritual, the way that we think about our hair. We just had National Crown Day, and everyone says, Kwamara, your hair is always going up to the sky. I'm like, yes, Queen rise. But yeah, I would love to hear about your thoughts around hair. And what are some of the work that you're doing around hair and no hair community?
So I gave the name of my initiative Unveiled Unlocked, and this summer is the 12th year. So I started out with talking about hair freedom with those who are in the community, men, women, and children, namely those of color, because they are the most underrepresented in the sea of people who are verbally assaulted sometimes about how they show up. But what happens about hair that really educated me on my journey even with that was even people with a head full of hair can be hair free, because it's your identity around a perception, a concept. So you can be hair free and have a head full of hair, or have no hair and not be hairless. And the reason why I say it that way is because one has got a negative connotation and the other one is uplifting. Your hair going up is an antenna connecting with the universe. That's why the power of that has such an energy with it, because you're bringing those forces together. When you cut your hair off, you lose 5 pounds of weight, because the hair has DNA and DNA has memory. And so the memories of the things that you've been going through while you had that hair growing out of your head have a lot of connectedness to why you're carrying negative weight, which is why you feel lighter when you wash your hair or cut your hair.
That's true.
You're actually taking the weight off. And so I do a lot of things around educating people so they have a better standing when it comes down to where they aren't. Not where they are, because where we aren't has a lot to do with why we're not growing or evolving in so many different ways, like looking at somebody who is of a certain size, a shape, or how their show up is, has a lot to do with where you're not complete, because you can't accept what you don't understand or what you see for the first time. And you're easy to ridicule somebody for showing up differently. So Unveiled Unlocked for me really has to do with beyond, whether it be about hair or something else down the road. It's really getting to our purpose so we can fully show up on what we're here for, because all of us are here with and for a purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. So for Unveiled Unlocked, actually, before I go there, when you were talking, it also everything you say resonates with me, by the way. But this reminds me, maybe, I don't know if anyone in the audience knows, but I used to have locks that went down to my butt that I had grown for 9 years, and I cut them off, and first of all, I didn't even realize how heavy they were. And I put them in this big Ziploc bag, and I kept them actually for 20 years. People were like, why are you keeping your locks? And I was like, because that's me.
Journey.
It's my journey, it's me. And so when you say like your hair has a DNA and it lives and it breathes and it has a personality, I really felt that. I didn't know what I was feeling, but I felt like I had to keep this. So I just wanted to, to just say that, just to say like it totally resonated what you were saying. So Unveiled Unlocked started 12 years ago. What are some of the iterations that you've seen it go through? What can we look at going forward as it relates to Unveiled Unlocked?
So Unveiled Unlocked has been a movement. I have an array of men and women who support that journey as well, from hair to hair free. Some of them have grown their hair back in, some of them shave it still, some of them have lost their hair to illness. And we do a lot of platforms poetically with music on stages. So there are some of us in the group who are poets and storytellers in that genre. So we use that platform at Harlem Week, which is where we launched it. And every year I'm on those stages. So this year I'll be on Grant's Tomb stage August 10th with Jazzmobile as a collaboration with the music and the poetic storytelling. And I'm always looking at how we are putting the message forward, because music is a way universally to speak to an array of people of all walks without having the stigmas or the stains that we carry. So when we get to put it on a platform using the art, in that we give grace to what we're talking about in a difficult way, makes it more inviting. Because usually when I come off stage, someone will come up to me and say something that touched or tapped into something they were silently in a war with themselves. And this gave permission for them to just show up and be freer about their show up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's a power in that, right? When